Hey everybody, it's Shelby, and today we're going to be discussing our last case study number 8 of this course, and we're going to be talking about immunosuppressants. So, the description for this case study taken directly from the module tab is that immunosuppressive drugs are a large class of pharmaceuticals that can act on a variety of different pathways in order to knock down the immune system. This is useful for anyone who is having an organ transplant, fighting an autoimmune disease, or is sometimes used to treat non-autoimmune inflammatory diseases such as asthma. For this study, you will pick an autoimmune suppressive drug to study and explore both the pathway it affects and how that pathway changes upon inhibition or to stop. For simplicity, please only use an immunosuppressive drug from the ones that are currently being used for kidney transplants. So, drum roll please. The chosen immunosuppressant that I did for this case study is prednisone. The reason I chose this out of all the other ones that can be used is because we do use a lot of this in veterinary medicine. We use it, like even my dog is currently on it for about a month because she does have some some gut issues going on, so we've been using that to treat it. And yeah, she's almost done because you kind of have to wean yourself off of this steroid. You don't want to just stop it immediately because that can have some damaging effects. But yeah, we use it a lot in veterinary medicine because it's cheap and it works pretty good. And when pet owners hear that it's cheap, they tend to feel better about it. So what is prednisone? Prednisone is a synthetic or man-made drug that can be used to help prevent rejection after a kidney transplant, which is why we're talking about it. It's a version of the hormones that adrenal glands secrete when exposed to stress. That hormone is exposed to stress is cortisol. It's a hydrophobic corticosteroid or glucocorticoid. And corticosteroid or the glucocorticoid is an anti-inflammatory drug. It's also an immunosuppressant, so it decreases your immune system response to a variety of diseases to reduce swelling and allergic reactions. It is used to treat a variety of conditions such as arthritis, skin issues, blood, kidneys, eyes, thyroids, intestinal disorders like my dog, certain types of cancer, lupus, and multiple sclerosis, or MS. It comes in a tablet, solution, or concentrated solution. We also use it a lot for dogs that have pretty bad ear infections. Their ears are just full of gunk, and they're red, and they're sore. And yeah, we usually put them on pred for a couple of weeks. And it tends to clear it up along with treating the initial infection. So they're usually given an antibiotic and stuff like that. So the pathway prednisone targets. So it's a glucocorticoid receptor, or the GR pathway is the pathway that it affects, and this pathway affects the genes that play a role in inflammation, cellular proliferation, and differentiation. GR is a protein found in cytoplasm and the membranes of cells, and it plays a key part in the body's response to stress or inflammation. So the mechanism behind this pathway is that glucocorticoid hormone binds to GR, and then GR goes through a conformational change, allowing it to move from the cytoplasm to the nucleus of the cell. GR then binds to DNA directly through tethering or composite activity. There's 3 different ways that it can do this, and yeah. And then once it binds to the DNA directly, it can either activate or repress certain genes. Yeah. So, how prednisone inhibits the GR pathway. First, it is absorbed in the intestinal tract through simple diffusion. It's metabolized into its active form, which is prednisolone, by cytochrome P450 enzymes in the liver. Albumin in the liver weakly binds to the prednisone. Then it binds to the glucocorticoid receptors in the cytoplasm of cells, moves the nucleus to activate the GR genes related to anti-inflammatory responses. So you're not activating an inflammatory response, you're activating an anti-inflammatory response, which is pretty high. Inflammatory response after you get a kidney transplant. Your body is wondering what the heck's going on. It's been sliced and diced and all of that, so you kind of need an anti-inflammatory in there just to keep everything calm and less chances of having a rejected kidney. And then it activates GR and alters gene expression that inhibits pro-inflammatory cytokine, which is a chemical that causes inflammation production. So, the downregulation of the immune system. Prednisone reduces inflammation, so it decreases migration of the polymorphone nuclear leukocytes, and it decreases capillary permeability. It reduces production of chemicals that cause inflammation, so your cytokines, your prostaglandins, your kinins, your histamines, especially for like asthma and allergies, allergic reactions, all that stuff, and lysosomal enzymes. They affect the way white blood cells work. It actually increases white blood cell concentration within the body in all of the studies that I read about that. And it also slows the body's natural response to disease or injury. So whenever you get a kidney transplant, your body thinks that, it's been injured, and so you just kind of want to just slow down the response to the body, saying, no, this is dangerous, we have to kill everything off, blah, blah, blah. And so, yeah, that's how prednisone helps with the downregulation or the suppression of the immune system. So, although prednisone can be helpful in many ways, it is helpful in many ways, there also are some side effects of prednisone that can be pretty serious in some instances. So you have some mood swings, you have an increased appetite and some weight gain. You have elevated blood sugar, so if you are diabetic, prednisone is probably not the best for you. You have a Cushingoid appearance, so your face is more rounded, you hold more fat on your belly, type of thing. You have delayed growth. You could develop some bone diseases. You have an increased risk for infections, which I know sounds counterintuitive for, just having a kidney transplant, but they probably have you on a whole bunch of other things to keep you from having an infection, so there's that. There's some stomach irritation, salt and water retention, and cataracts. My brother was also on this drug for a skin issue, and he said it really did, upset his stomach a lot. So, yeah. So yeah, just be careful with this drug. Obviously your doctors have the best, their best foot forward when it comes to using this drug, but yeah, just keep a careful caution about it, and yeah, you'll be fine. So, here are my references that I used. But yeah, we made it. We're done with this course. So yeah, thank you.